Oh, baby, how can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. All my life, you're a friend of mine.
It's Ceci and Adam. Hey!
Welcome to the Momlennial podcast. It's how different generations see the world. After this, I have to go make dinner, and figuring out what to make for dinner every night of your life has got to be the worst thing about being an adult.
100%. Not even close.
Yeah, it's bad. And so I decided have I told you the story yet of ordering the meal kit things?
Tell us.
My sister told me about. And so, but I've got like Zane 13. He eats me out of house and home. So he eats the quantity for like 3 people, right? And so I was trying to figure out, do I do like the portion for 4 or portion for 6? The portion for 6 is a little bit more expensive, you know. Anyway, a couple weeks ago, I order up this like pork dinner, and what else did we make?
Ooh.
Swedish meatballs, and we had turkey bowls. But what they did as a company is I ordered the portion for 6. So they sent me 3 of the 2 people portions.
That's
Brutal.
Wow.
So you have them over there. Do the math. So if I ordered 3 meals, they each come in their own like grocery bag / all the things. And then they have little teeny tiny portions of all of the spices and all of the things like sour cream and even like little teeny jars of like white vinegar, all the things.
Oh.
But I got like for one meal, I had to cut the tops off of like 17 little tubes of sour cream, and I had to cut open 800 spice packets. I spent more time cutting open crap than I did if I like just made the pork myself. You know what I mean? But the food was really good. I have
ginger and garlic in the spice cabinet. I could have just given it a little shake and would have been fine. And
Plus,
instead, we're opening the pre-portioned spice packets of all.
Thank you. So and I'm kind of partial to Daisy sour cream. It's the best. And I don't know what brand of sour cream they're using in their little tubes, but the kids liked
Daisy.
The kids like the food, and they give you a recipe card. So I just bought the ingredients myself, you know, to make the same meal, because I can follow the recipe and figure out how, you know, the spices or something. One of the turkey bowls called for shawarma.
What?
Have you ever? Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me that was in a tube.
It was in a spice pack. Shawarma is a spice.
Oh, it is. It really is.
Yes.
A spice. I'm thinking it's like chunks of meat.
Shawarma, I think, or maybe it's a flavor. I don't know. I thought it was a spice. So I bought shawarma spice. Anyway, so it didn't really save me any stress, though, to be honest with you. It's just
it's just more cutting and pouring than it was saving you time, it sounds like.
So then I had to cancel that. I don't know. To figure it out every single night, it's the bane of my existence, which is why, and Eliana, you're teaching people to do this on your TikTok channel, is to have the same thing for dinner every same night of the week. Right?
Oh, we're talking a system.
My meal planning tip. No, I've done this since college. In college, it was a little different because I would make the same meal twice a week, and then that was 4 meals, and then Friday I'd fend for myself. But now I'm an adult with real money, so I basically make the same meal on the same night of the week every week. So I have 5 meals that are on rotation, and like a bingo card, I get a free space. So like right now, Wednesday is my free space. So it's like I can either
Chick-fil-A.
make the same meal that I made the week before.
It's
It's not going out free space. That's Saturday. But so that's my like experiment night. So like I recently started making these Mediterranean sourdough sandwiches. Oh my gosh, they're so good.
Hi.
Mediterranean sourdough sandwiches. How do you make that?
Does that have shawarma?
Okay. It does not. It sounds kind of complicated, but it's really good. Basically, it's rotisserie chicken or any grilled chicken you have. And then I take a piece of sourdough bread and I toast it.
Oh,
and
yes,
then
please.
I, in the pan, put the sourdough, like the toasted sourdough bread, the rotisserie chicken, and then a piece of pepper jack cheese. And I put a little bit of water in the pan and I let it steam. So then the cheese melts the chicken onto the bread.
Okay.
Why am I getting excited?
Text me that whole recipe situation.
So it's like that's side one. And then side two is the veggies. So then on another piece of sourdough, I do this like crema sauce, or it's kind of like ranch. And then lettuce. I like tomatoes. I put tomato on mine. Onions and banana peppers. And then you drizzle a little bit of Greek dressing on it, fold it together, cut her in half. Bon appetit. That's Wednesday dinner.
Can you move back home?
Or start like a Hello Ellie or something, because that
Hello,
sounds
Ellie.
awesome.
Hello, Ellie.
Freshy Ellie.
She is though. She does have plans someday to make a cookbook because she's going a little viral right now on the TikTok.
Oh, that's right. The
And
past
got
few
a
weeks,
little-
you've been climbing up that ladder there. It sounds like.
A little bit. Just a little plug. In the last month and a half, I have 3 videos that are almost at 2 million views each.
Oh snap! Hi.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I noticed you stopped making videos for the Momlennial podcast because you're just.
Oops.
Oops. Well, you got to use that time to, toast the bread and make the creme brulee sauce or whatever it was. And so,
Do you know what the secret sauce is, Adam? Do you know what videos are going viral? It's these cake plate refills. And for one of her wedding showers, I got her a cake plate from Target. And every week she takes a video of her cleaning off the cake plate. And then all you do is put cookies or brownies or brookies in the cake plate and then put on. Now, here's what's funny, Adam. People say the same thing time and time.
Oh, it's so funny.
Okay. So they are worried that the food isn't going to stay fresh. Is that going to stay fresh? Are you sure that's
because
going to
it's
stay fresh?
on an open plate?
Because
It's not even open. It's covered with a
But
cloche.
it's closed. There's a cloche on the top of it. But people are concerned that because it's not like an airtight container, that it's not going to stay fresh. So I've made 2 separate videos replying to multiple different comments saying, guys, they taste like day-old brownies, even though they're on like day 6. So
Yeah.
I don't really know what other convincing you need here. They're still good.
And the point is that you have something pretty and edible on your countertop. The point is not to put it in hide it away in a Rubbermaid container and keep it fresh for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Okay, so
It's like
that's
at a
one
coffee shop. They have all their pretty pastries on display. So why not do
That's
it in your own
true.
house?
Okay, so then the other comment people make, well, one lady yelled at her for running the water and not turning off the water. I was like, where did you grow up? We grew up in
They're
Michigan. We
probably
had
from
an
my
abundance.
area.
They're probably from Arizona.
Yeah, they're probably like,
Exactly.
we need to reserve that for golf courses.
Do you have to reserve water out there?
You should.
But
Doesn't
you're a
mean that,
Michigander at heart.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I'm brushing my teeth and the water's on, I'm gonna go quick to the kitchen and walk right back with the water still on. You know what I mean?
Okay, somebody told me who lived in Arizona that the water that comes out of the tap is always kind of warm. Is that true?
Yes, it's the weirdest thing, especially in the summer. And what'll happen is it'll start out colder and then get warmer. And I'm like, I don't understand how that's possible.
Because everything is hot. The pipes are
Correct.
heated up. The sun just bakes everything.
And then the water will stop, and it's a snake trying to get through your pipe to your kitchen. And it's absolutely terrifying.
Oh my word, that's so funny.
I'm just kidding. Only sewer roasters do that.
Is it colder there now? Have we come out of the 100 days of 100 degrees?
Praise the Lord, yes. It's wild, though, in Arizona because it's so diverse here. You get a little bit of everything. It can be 35 at night. So you need your jacket and your heat on in your car. But then when I leave work, let's say after 2 p.m. Arizona time, it's 80. So the worst is when I forget my heat was on when I got to work that morning and I get my 80-degree car. and you're like trying to open your windows.
Ordered a sauna.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Of course, it's a dry sauna, but it's amazing. So you get a little bit of everything. So it's like shorts during the day, flannels at night. You get
That kind of sounds like a dream, not gonna lie.
It's kind of amazing.
Kind of sounds nice. You get
and
a little bit
not
of everything.
Wind in the winter here either. Like, up in Michigan, the upper Midwest, y'all get that wind all winter long. It's not quite the same here, and it's wonderful.
Adam, we have had going on 6 days with no sunshine. So it's November, and it's the wah season.
Yeah,
so we're all depressed. I was like,
Get the vitamin D pills out of the cabinet.
I texted the accountant today. He had a chiropractor appointment. I said, pick up the liquid of vitamin D.
This is why God put all the like food holidays in the winter, because we're like binge eating just to make it up there.
We need something to look forward to.
Correct.
Speaking of binge eating, I texted Ellie this week the apple pie recipe for Thanksgiving.
Well, let's clarify a second. Gen Xers. I was not I was texted a blurry picture of the recipe. The accountant's solution to get me a clear picture of the Betty Crocker cookbook with the sticky notes of the amount of apples and the amount of sugar and the bake time, which is what I needed because I couldn't just look up the recipe online, which BT double dubs, they changed it online compared to the cookbook.
They would not.
Yeah, that's the
rude.
tea. He scanned it to me and sent it to me via email is how I received this Betty Crocker apple pie recipe.
It's like getting an insurance policy.
Why are you mad about that? I told
I'm not mad. It worked. I just thought it was funny.
I told him, I said, Ellie needs the apple pie recipe, and I can't figure out how to not make the picture blurry because I'm snapping it with my iPhone, and it's like blurry. And he's like, I can read it. I'm like, no, you can't. So then he scanned it to you. That's so funny.
Yes.
Oh.
I received like an Adobe scan via email. I at first thought it was a church email because all of the emails from church say they're from Dave Roberts. And normally I like skim them over and then, delete. And I was like, email from Dave Roberts. And then it was like, scan apple pie recipe. And I was like, oh, maybe this is a joke from church. No, it was the actual scan of the apple pie recipe.
It could have been a scam there with an apple pie link. You never know.
Could have.
These scams, man, they're getting pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty good.
One tried to be my friend the other week. I was
Did
like,
you befriend them just for
emotionally-
funsies?
No. Well, I said God bless. But it was so funny. They texted me. They're like, hi, is this Ronnie or whoever? And I'm like, nope, sorry, wrong number. Sorry to trouble your day.
Of
God
course,
bless
he
or whatever.
engages.
And then he's like, oh, thank you so much. Have a great day. You sound really friendly. We should be friends. And I was like, I'm full. I'm good.
Is their grandma sending you money from like Nigeria or whatever? And you have
Prince
to deposit
Caspian
it?
needed me to save the world or something with a big gift card. So
We were at my in-laws' house one time, and my father-in-law answers the phone. We're in another room, and all of a sudden our ears perk up. I hear my father-in-law saying, what? Oh, let me just go to the computer. Who is this? Grandson? Oh, it's grandson? Grandson needs money? Let me go to the computer. And we were like, whoa.
What's grandson's first real name?
Yeah. Nobody identifies themselves as their identifier. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's born and the parents are like, he looks like a grandson to me.
But my sweet in-laws were ready to like get on the computer and, give him a gift card or something. Grandson.
Wow.
It's his grandson.
Hey,
I need help. I need money.
Tell them my name's grandson.
Yeah. Adam McNutt? Your
right.
adopted grandson? Hello?
Oh, that's I praise the Lord they didn't like literally do it.
No.
That's crazy.
No. They were trying to take over his computer.
close.
That was back in the day. They were trying to take over his computer.
Gosh.
I know. We saved him just in time.
This is
We did.
This
We
is
stayed
like
right before the turn of the scam.
Mm-hmm.
this is like the people you see in the zombie movie where it's like, yeah, they're probably gonna go first.
I've never seen a zombie movie. Tell me how that works.
There's just certain people who are like really not in tune with their surroundings. And like as soon as the zombie apocalypse starts, they're always like in the worst place, but they didn't need to be. It's just how they
They
are.
could have thought things through a little bit.
Yes,
They could have prepared in advance.
It's the extras that are like, oh, yep, they're about to have 4 seconds of screen time, and that's the end of that.
Is it similar to how the who are the guys in Star Wars that shoot but they don't have very good aim?
Oh, the stormtroopers.
The stormtroopers.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
you can't.
did you go through any sort of training? It's like my daughter is a cosmetologist. Okay. She had to go through 10 months of training to even legally be able to wield a scissor. You would think stormtroopers would have a degree of training.
A
in
stormtrooper
aiming
degree.
Their guns.
You would think Darth Vader would have thought that would through.
You think he would have.
Correct. Exactly.
In his evil lair.
There's at least firearm training. That's got to be close.
Something.
For
Get these people some
stormtroopers,
training, I tell you.
By the way, if you guys ever wonder what it'd be like to do a laser tag match with me, there you go. Watch a stormtrooper.
Are you bad?
It's pretty bad.
Really?
I'm like, if like they were real lasers, there'd be holes everywhere but people.
Adam, do you remember when I freaked out emotionally when, okay, you and I were doing the show and some client had just got himself together one of those escape rooms.
Yes. I knew we were going here.
And they wanted you to and your team to compete against me and my team.
Yes.
And I got like spiritually weirded out by it or something. Like I was like, I because I thought it was maybe like you were in chains or something.
What?
Your
like
brain goes to weird places sometimes.
That's dark.
Like, how'd you get there?
I'm not talking like weird. I'm not talking weird.
That's
I'm
just called an escape.
Yeah, right. I don't know if I was confused by what the premise was, but I was like not having, and I just refused, and I got kind of angry and kind of weird about it. And I don't know,
like, I ain't doing it.
Didn't you end up doing the escape room with your friends or something, and you had a ball?
It was great. And then classic me, not getting the details. It could have been getting chained up in a room, and I was like, I'll do it. I volunteer as tribute.
I did that with LASIK. I did that with LASIK. This one company. This one company's like, yeah, we need somebody that, we can basically slice up their eyeballs and make them be able to. And I was like, okay. Or Ceci will do it.
Seeing first thing in the morning, down.
Yeah. So, because I say yes to everything.
Like, I just need my voice to do radio. I don't need my eyes.
Yeah. And so I didn't look over the information. I just didn't get a lot of details. I just sort of showed up. And then they said, we can't do the regular LASIK on you because of something. We have to do this PRK. And I'm going to make you guys barf. PRK is an actual like slice, like not a laser. Not LASIK
like
laser. Like
knife.
a blade.
Oh, no.
A blade.
What?
And I couldn't see for 3 days. Wasn't
She was
prepared
down
for
bad.
this.
I remember her being down bad on the couch in the living room, just like,
I couldn't
not
see.
fun.
It was brutal and scary and awful. Like with regular LASIK, you can show up to work or go out to dinner that evening. They just zip up your eyes. This was like a way different surgery. I had to work as per usual. I remember the accountant had to stand next to me and he had to read me the logs, like the songs I was coming out of because I couldn't see them.
Oh my God, you couldn't call in and say, I'm literally legally blind at the moment. I can't work.
Yeah. And then it was so painful. Like it was searing pain. And I read today that some people themselves after that experience because it's so emotionally painful. But not me. I just roll up. Yeah. Well,
You're still.
there you go.
This is why when I used to complain about a headache at work, you'd be like, "Oh, a headache." Really? Try losing your complete eyesight with
a
searing
headache.
pain, and I still went to work.
I still went to work while Dave reads me the list of the songs, and you can't even show up because you have a headache. Exactly. This is the difference. This right here is the difference of the generations in a nutshell.
And I took off for Super Bowl. You remember the year I took off for Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm not staying. I'm not getting up early after a Super Bowl day. I'm taking the whole day off, and it was glorious.
Oh man!
But this is not a surprise because, like, back at the days of when I did the escape room, I got all my friends that were like stacked in careers. I knew nothing. I was like, "We're going in. You guys are making this." Oh no! I was like, "Have we looked in this corner?" And that's about all I could offer.
I would have been terrible.
I was awesome. I had a chemist, I had an engineer, I had like legit scientists on the team. It was amazing.
You stacked that group. See, that's why I didn't want to compete against you. I don't have friends that smart.
You didn't have any chemists or scientist friends.
Do you remember, Ellie, when I took you to an escape room for your birthday?
I do. My 13th birthday, my parents surprised me,
Aw.
and all my friends got together, and my dad drove us around in the church van, and we got Pizza Hut, and then went to an escape room. And it was
That's
a lot cooler
awesome.
than it sounds, but it was a lot of fun.
That's actually a great 13th
But we
birthday.
We did not escape though, because similarly to that, our roster wasn't as stacked.
Well, you guys were
in terms of like, yeah, we were 13-year-olds. And
you were Zane's age. You were the Riz's age. He wouldn't be able to escape out of a paper bag unless it had a phone
Riz
on the
would be
other side
himself,
of it.
He'd be spinning himself in circles. I can't imagine how he would do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. He probably just like, I'm good. He would just sit and hang out.
He would be that guy. He'd be like, did we look over here? The one thing that helped us though is that my aunt had given you advice, Mom, to turn the lights off in the escape room. So if you're ever in an escape room and you need to find a couple clues, try turning the lights off. Sometimes there's stuff in black light, and you gotta figure it out.
I am not into creepy escape rooms, okay? Where we're turning the lights off.
You don't want to be in a murder mystery?
I really don't. I really don't. Now, a murder mystery party, that I had fun with. That I enjoy. A murder mystery
party. You've been to one?
I hosted one.
I want to host one. They sound fun.
They are fun. They're really fun. Too bad I'm not in Tucson a little bit longer next week, Adam.
You could do a Tucson murder mystery.
You could host a Tucson murder mystery party on my behalf. We're at Adam's apartment.
We're at my apartment.
Yeah.
It's 750 square feet, so everyone's going to die really fast, but it'll be fun.
Oh you guys, speaking of my birthday, my birthday's Monday. This age is literally...
Day this drops.
It's literally for the birds. This is what it's like to be 50 years old. Do you want to know what it's like to be 50?
Wow.
You youngsters?
Is it murder mysteries every day?
It's a mystery every day. I thought I was going blind this week. I've healed from the LASIK. That was like 20 years ago.
Wait.
Yeah.
We might want to
fill
in that segue.
Yeah, I have to wear readers now, which like they didn't really promote that either, but okay. Of course, you don't care when you're young and they're like, you're going to need readers in their 40s. So I don't care. And now it's like, this is awful. So I've been trying. I get up in the morning and I do a lot of work like in the morning. I have not been able to see. Okay. I'm like, everything is fuzzy and cloudy and my brain is a little fuzzy and cloudy. Then I remembered I hadn't been sleeping well. So I'd been taking the sleeping supplement. Right.
Oh boy.
And then I was like, maybe I'm still groggy from that. So then someone's like, oh no,
may cause temporary blindness.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Side effects may include.
So then my friend of mine who's my age suggested that this is a symptom of perimenopause, right? Is brain fog. And I'm like, oh no, what do you do?
Oh.
Well, there's another supplement at the same wellness place I go to that's called Spark. And it's a clean energy powder.
Is it? Interesting.
I took it this morning.
She's popping those Spark pills.
I took it this morning. And I'm sitting in my chair and I'm shaking it. You know how when you put a powder in a Stanley cup with ice and you just have to shake it. So I'm like sitting there. I'm like shaking this thing. Dave's like, what are you doing at 6:30 in the morning? And I'm like, I'm getting rid of my brain fog. And he's like, you are a mess. So you take one thing to sleep, then you can't see. So you take another thing to wake up. It's like uppers and lowers and uppers and lowers or uppers and downers, not lowers. Uppers and downers, uppers and downers. Back and forth.
Whoa.
Woo. I did like what it did to my heart. I'll tell you what. Is that what an energy drink feels like? Yes.
To your heart or your energy level?
No.
Because there could
So you're telling me energy drinks help you see? Is that the connection we're making?
I don't know. It has a bunch of B vitamins in it, and it just was like. So I got on the Reddit.
Okay.
This one guy said his wife, who's probably 50, had brain fog, and like nothing was helping the fog except this Spark energy powder.
Oh gosh.
So I took the Ceci over across the street to the wellness place because I knew that's where they sold it. They were having a Botox day. I ignored that, and I was like, I need that. I go, which of these powders is the energy one?
what of the, yeah, because you don't mix up your powders, because heaven forbid.
I know. You don't want to take an upper.
Taking the sleep powder in the morning and the spark at night.
You could call the police.
Things. I am a hot mess of a pharmacy up in here.
Oh, yes.
No. Do you have your little, like, are we at that point in life where it's like the dividers for each day for the pill cases? Like, this is my Monday powder.
I got those.
My Tuesday
the
powder.
The tackle box is making it out of storage.
My sister sent me an Amazon link to the pill boxes she uses. This is what you do in a sister's group text when you're this old.
Oh, no.
It's literally for the birds. Stop.
This is really not okay.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
But hey, you know what? At least you're feeling better, maybe-ish. I don't really know at this point, actually.
Well, I took it at 6:30 in the morning, and it's later at night, and I'm still like...
You're still a shake of bacon there.
I accomplished a lot.
You would be such an interesting experiment, person to experiment on, because my question is how much, if someone just gave you a placebo powder, it was lemonade, and you were just like, this stuff's gonna get me energy and I'm gonna be able to see again. Would it work?
Probably.
Actually, the B vitamins and the B12 and the vitamin C, whatever else. I don't know.
It's the Reddit. That's what I go to get all the information to find out what's really true. I was on a Reddit rabbit trail for 3 months about mattresses. I was about ready to add to cart to a bunch of mattresses until Reddit gave me the truth. They told me the truth.
Is this the place to go for reviews on things? Like the official people's review?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you got to Reddit everything.
You got to go on Reddit. Yeah.
This is good to know. I had no idea. So for medications.
Anything.
So shady. Travel
Uppers,
locations.
Question. Reddit knows the answers.
Uppers and lowers. Reddit knows.
Reddit the upper lowers.
Which escape rooms to attend, Reddit's got you.
Who to play for your murder mystery. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, that's a lot. I mean, I just started taking, I just got a multivitamin. That's kind of on the way.
You just got a multivitamin? I love it.
It's awesome. I apparently need more.
I love it.
I think it's B12. I need more B12. I do vitamin C. I do vitamin D. I'm not having the B. So apparently I need vitamin D.
How do you know? Did you get a blood test?
I kept twitching all over. And I was
like on Reddit to see what pills you need to take to calm that down.
You Google diagnosed yourself?
I Googled hashtag why am I twitching? Why will my eyelids stop blinking themselves? I can't do this anymore. And
you sound like a 50-year-old woman too.
And I've been sweating a lot lately. Should I be concerned? I don't know. Actually, one thing that's been happening is everyone's been cold lately. I am still so warm. Even when I was back in Michigan, I'm always warm. Always. It has
you
to be
literally are a 50-year-old woman. You're in perimenopause.
Are you pregnant?
You're either pregnant or in perimenopause.
I don't want either, if we're being honest. I just want B12, which apparently is supposed to help. Who knows? We'll find out. So, but I'm not on the powders yet.
I like that you get it in a multivitamin form, because if I learned I was B12 deficient, I would buy the purest, highest dose of B12 I could find.
You get airborne B12 and just breathe in all day.
I would.
Did you Amazon it? Did you go to Walgreens? Did you go to a Nature's grocery store? How did you access, or is this just a Walmart gummy vitamin that you found?
For me, this was, I think it's Nature Made or something. Yeah, Nature Made vitamin B12, all that stuff. It was at Walmart, but it's not. I don't think those vitamin gummies are real. I think those are little dessert capsules.
Oh, you don't? Because you have a chemistry degree?
I know a chemist. I could ask him thanks to the escape room.
You're probably wondering why I asked you to this escape room party.
Yeah, that's right.
Some questions about B12. And vitamin gummies.
And the supplement industry as a whole.
What are your thoughts on dessert vitamins? Yeah, who knows? Who knows if it's really helping or not? I could be just putting a bunch of
has the
plastic
twitching
in me.
stopped?
I feel like it's improved. But, okay, you want to know the real truth? What's really funny? When I started getting up earlier again, my eyelids started twitching uncontrollably.
Adam,
it really hasn't stopped.
Literally, you are allergic to mornings. You are so allergic
that's
to
my
mornings.
job. That's my job.
For
and it's
now.
awesome.
For now. So you twitch your way out of there.
What if my eyelids permanently twitch shut and I have to be like, I can't. Well, no, even I can't do that. Apparently, if you're blind, you still need to work.
If your eyelids twitch shut, the accountant will read to you. We'll read you what you need to know. I'll share him with you.
And be like, Dave, who's next? Is it Chris Tomlin or I'm twitching too much to know.
Just Google voice it. Have Google read it to you. You don't even need a person anymore.
You guys,
that's true.
Seriously, I just talked to somebody the other day who's being a part of this like radio station collaboration thing, and it's all their voices but an AI. It's all going to be AI run. I'm like, what?
Spooky.
What is
Are
this
we out
life?
of a job? Because I need a nap.
Apparently, you're
your
not
eyelids
alone.
twitching too?
Yeah, are your eyelids half shut?
Everybody's freaking out. We're losing our like industry, and I'm like, I could use a nap. It'd be okay. It might be okay.
I could use a nice long nap next to my
I
resume.
could license my voice to the robots. Sure.
No, I've signed documents that they're not allowed to use mine.
Oh, really?
I have. Mm-hmm.
Is this
How
through...
much would people have to pay you if they were like, listen, we're going to do an AI radio station and you have to say these couple lines and then robot's going to do the rest? Would you do it, and how much would like you have to be paid to do that?
I would sign up for that, and heartbeat. Paying me? I'm down. Have I ever turned down a paid gig? No. There's only one client that I endorsed and then decided to stop endorsing because the president of the company is a little out there.
It wasn't working, huh? Wasn't working for you?
No.
That's good to know.
Good products. They make really good products, but yeah.
But I had to let Nike go.
I wish.
Right. That'd be just do it. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know. AI's weird. It's weird. We had a whole meeting this week with somebody who came up with an idea, and it was a great idea. And he said, I didn't come up with it. AI did. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, Miami. It's starting.
Just take
this
the
is
credit.
it. This is it.
Yeah, just should it. He's my generation. My generation isn't smart enough to not take the credit.
Like, just take the credit. No one needs to know. Everyone's using it.
Yeah.
See,
We're not, though. My generation, not so much. It's too scary for us.
It's a little.
But we're all up in that. Essay down. Email replies, send them.
You guys got your
Templates?
restaurants.
Sure.
You got restaurants bringing robot dishes and everything in between with their little cart things. And
wait a minute, you guys. I did use AI today. I did. I have to write a blog, which I don't enjoy writing, for my radio station. And I had my producer of my other podcast email me the AI descriptions of the episode, and I copied and pasted the information. I wrote a little bit of it myself, but then so I did use AI kind of in a roundabout way.
So next time Zane comes home with an assignment that he uses AI for, what will be the speech then?
I had that thought this week because he was doing homework and he was asking our Echo Spot or Google Spot or whatever the thing is on the buffet. He was asking it for math answers. And I thought I should stop him from doing that. But then I thought, this is always at his fingertips. He will always have a phone. So shouldn't he learn how to Google research things like that? Because
that's
it's
true.
Available. It wasn't available to me. That's what everybody, you need to know how to calculate a tip because you're going to be in a restaurant. Well, now I have my phone. It can calculate it for me.
Right. It's basically an audible calculator when you ask Google that. So
now they need to learn how
they
to
just
think.
put the tip amounts on the bottom of the receipts anyways. So.
Well, if you can see them, then that works just fine.
If you want more of the Momlennial podcast, well, then subscribe. That way you'll get new episodes without having to do the work, and that's totally our jam.